Hello folks, my name's Steve Judd. I'm a professional astrologer with 35 years consultative experience and over 30,000 readings under my belt. And these are my astrological forecasts for the month of May 2014. Enjoy. And this is the global forecast for the planet Earth for May 2014, and you have no idea how delighted I am to be able to be recording this video. I wondered at recent months if we were going to get through this Grand Cross, and now the Grand Cross from an astronomical geophysical perspective has faded. The pattern of the Grand Cross is no more. However, there's going to be considerable reverberations, echoes, aftershocks and results over the coming months and years. The Uranus-Pluto square is around for another couple of years. Mars is going to stay affecting Uranus and Pluto until the end of June. But the Grand Cross, no, that's moved away now. So what we're going to see, especially in the first week of this month, we're going to see quite a bit of fallout. And there's a number of different reasons for this. I'm not that optimistic about May, to be honest. I'm much more optimistic about May than I was around January, February, March or April. But May is the resurfacing, it's the reclaiming of ourselves and our identity almost. And some of it's going to have to be hard fought. Unfortunately, the main challenging influence in May 2014 comes from Neptune. And there's two reasons for this. One is that as we approach full moon, of which more in a moment, Mercury will square Neptune on the 12th. And then the new moon on the 29th of May is at 7 degrees 21 of Gemini, whilst Neptune is at 7 degrees 33 of Pisces, new moon square Neptune. Neptune in Pisces in a difficult way, being belligerent. Lots more mysteries around water and the seas. Lots more stuff around pollution and environment and the toxification of the oceans. Lots more stuff around animal rights, I imagine, and the environmental issues coming to the surface big time. And lots more confusion. The first week of this month of May is somewhat volatile, and I would not be surprised to see some rather sudden, dramatic, short-term, stress short-term, aftershock stroke reactions to recent events. Bubbles may suddenly burst and there may be a sudden outpouring of event for a day or three. I hope it's not going to escalate, but one way or another this threat is gone by May the 8th. Then we get to the 12th to the 14th, the Mercury square Neptune creating confusion of communication, lack of clarity, misunderstanding. Exactly followed 2 days later by the full moon in Scorpio, conjunct Saturn just for good measure. And to me, the full moon in Scorpio conjunct Saturn is there is an element of closure here. This is it. This is finality. Because after this, everything starts looking really nice. And I'm finding that for many of my clients, both individuals and for clients with businesses, where I've got the horoscopes of their business or something like that, that you know, from mid-May onwards, there's definite opportunities. The trine of Jupiter with Saturn at the end of the month is bringing a number of financial redevelopment opportunities into a number of individual lives. I get the feeling that in certain areas of world governance, primarily that to do with futures, liquid futures, in some shape or form, this may be alcohol and brewing, this may be oil, it may be water, but there's a degree of confusion and uncertainty, it may be gas, of course. But in other areas, I really see the world pulling back from the brink. If the Earth were my client, I'd be saying, look, this month is pretty nebulous. It's rather Neptunian, it's rather vague, and there's not going to be clarity. What is happening is that you're pulling back out the mud and you're beginning to stand up on your own 2 feet again. But there's still no sign of permanent clarity yet. That comes in June and July. It's nowhere near as difficult as the last few months. And as I say, I'm pleased to be able to do this video now. I did wonder once or twice. But I do feel that as we get more and more into May, there's going to be an ever-growing sense of recovery and optimism coming out, but not really until after the full moon. So it's a split month. For the first 2 weeks, there's still the fear and the nose to the grindstone. But in the second half of May, hey, serious opportunities, folks. I'm beginning to dare to hope again. As far as May 2014 goes, planet Earth, one last fence, one last urge. Have a great push forward, sensible, solid, stable month, and don't take chances till the end of the month. But then all systems go. Catch you next month. There you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that and I hope it was helpful. A big thank you to all those people who have been contributing to my YouTube site, Steve Judd Astrology on YouTube. It's taken off. There's some superbly intelligent comments there from some of the most wonderful people I've got the privilege to host on my site. Thank you for that, and thank you to all those people who have been donating as well. It's those little bits that keep me going and keep these videos coming. Thank you all. Glad to be here. See you next month.